Hi, everybody. We have been discussing about goal setting, and today we'll see the goal setting as 5 rules to set yourself for success. So this is what we are going to discuss today about the golden rules of goal setting and 5 rules to set up yourself for success. So when you set goals for yourself, it is important that they motivate you. So motivation is very important, and this means making sure that they are important to you and that there is value in achieving them. If you have little interest in the outcome or they are irrelevant given the larger picture, then the chances of you putting in the work to make them happen are slim. And motivation is the key to achieving goals. And set goals that relate to the high priorities in your life. Without this type of focus, you can end up with far too many goals, leaving you too little time to devote to each one. And goal achievement requires commitment. So to maximize the likelihood of success, you need to feel a sense of urgency and have an I must do this attitude. When you don't have this attitude, you risk putting off what you need to do to make the goal a reality. This in turn leaves you feeling disappointed and frustrated with yourself, both of which are demotivating. And finally, you can end up in a very distractive, I can't do anything or be successful frame of mind. So I would like to give a tip on this to make sure that your goal is motivating. Write down why it's valuable and important to you. Ask yourself, if I were to share my goal with others, what would I tell them to convince them it was a worthwhile goal? You can use this motivating value statement to help you if you start to doubt yourself or lose confidence in your ability to actually make the goal happen. And number 2 is set smart goals. So you have probably heard SMART goals already, but do you always apply the rule? The simple fact is that for goals to be powerful, they should be designed to be smart. There are many variations of what SMART stands for, but the essence of this goals should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. So you have to set specific goals. That means your goal must be clear and well-defined. Vague or generalized goals are unhelpful because they don't provide sufficient direction. Remember, you need the goals to show you the way and make it as easy as you can to get where you want to go by defining precisely where you want to end up. Then make measurable goals or set measurable goals. Include precise amounts, dates, and so on in your goals so you can measure your degree of success. If your goal is simply defined as to reduce expenses, how will you know when you have been successful? In 1 month's time, if you have a 1% reduction, or in 2 years' time, when you have 10% reduction, without a way to measure your success, you miss out on the celebration that comes with knowing you have actually achieved something. And make your goals attainable. Make sure that it is possible to achieve the goals you set. If you set a goal that you have no hope of achieving, then you will only demoralize yourself and end up your eroding of confidence. So, however, resist the urge to set goals that are too easy. Accomplishing a goal that you didn't have to work hard for can be anticlimactic at best and can also make you fear setting future goals that carry a risk of non-achievement. By setting realistic yet challenging goals, you hit the balance you need. These are the type of goals that require you to raise the bar, and they bring the greatest personal satisfaction. Then set relevant goals. Goals should be relevant to the direction you want your life and career to take. By keeping goals aligned with this, you will develop the focus you need to get ahead and do what you want. Set widely scattered and inconsistent goals, and you will fritter your time and your life away. And set time-bound goals. This is also very important. Your goals must have a deadline. And again, this means that you know what you can celebrate success and when you can celebrate success. When you're working on a deadline, your sense of urgency increases and achievement will come that much quicker. Then set your goals in writing. The physical act of writing down the goal makes it real and tangible, and you have no excuse for forgetting about it. And you use the word will instead of would, like to, or might. For example, I will reduce my operating expenses by 10% this year. Not I would like to reduce my operating expenses 10% this year. The will word will make a commitment, make you do that and achieve it also. And the first goal statement has power when you use will, and you can see yourself reducing expenses. The second lacks passion and gives you an excuse if you get sidetracked. And let me give you a tip of here. Frame your goal statement positively. And if you want to improve your retention rates, say, I will hold on to all existing employees for the next quarter, rather than I will reduce employee turnover. The first one is motivating, and the second one still has a get out clause, allowing you to succeed even if some employees leave. Post your goals in visible places to remind yourself every day of what it is you to intend to do. Put them on your walls, desk, computer monitor, bathroom mirror, and a refrigerator, and it will become a constant reminder for you. Then you need to stick with your action plan. Next one is make an action plan. This step is often missed in the process of goal setting. You get so focused on the outcome that you forget to plan all the steps that are needed along the way. By writing out the individual steps and then crossing each one off as you complete it, you will realize that you are making progress towards your ultimate goal. So this is especially important if your goal is big and demanding or lifelong term. Next one is stick on to your goal and the goal making or to your plan. Because remember, goal setting is an ongoing activity, not just means to an end. Build in reminders to keep yourself on track and make regular time slots available to review your goals. Your end destination may remain quite similar over the long term, but the action plan you set for yourself along the way can change significantly. Make sure the relevance, value, and necessity remain high. Some of the key points for you. Goal setting is much more than simply saying you want something to happen. Unless you clearly define exactly what you want and understand why you want it in the first place, your odds of success are considerably reduced. By following the 5 golden rules of goal setting, you can set goals with confidence and enjoy the satisfaction that comes along with knowing you achieved what you set out to do. So My dear ladies and gentlemen, what will you decide to accomplish today? So now start setting your goals. Stay blessed.